Hey friends, wanted to give you an update on our shallow water container garden as we progress through the summer. I'm finding out that shallow water gardens have their own unique set of challenges when you're trying to grow plants. One is because they're shallow, they're not really suited well for floating plants like your water hyacinth and water lettuce and things like that, because the water is not deep enough to allow the roots to drop down and really grab nutrients and really thrive. So I have moved those floating plants out front to the deeper water garden that we have, and have put a couple of bog type plants in here. From all of my reading and research, it seems like that's going to do better for a shallow container garden. So right here in the foreground, we have the purple pickleweed. That's one of the original plants, and it's doing pretty well. Typically, they bloom from mid-July through early fall, so we should start seeing some blooms on that fairly soon. And it has bunched off into two separate bunches, which is kind of cool. I didn't realize it would do that. And we're going to come around. The big, tall, wide-leaved plant is called a pink lady or a water iris. And you may be able to see the pot down in the bottom. I have it weighed down with rocks, and we will see if it blooms. And then over here we have something called horsetail rush or horsetail reed. It's a reedy type plant that doesn't really flower, but just provides some nice greenery and gets pretty tall. And you can tell we've got our little solar fountain here that keeps the water moving a little bit. And you might be able to see some of the fish down there in the corner. The fish are doing really, really well. I am amazed at how much this water garden is getting used by wildlife. We've seen squirrels drinking out of it. We've seen chipmunks drinking out of it. Every kind of bird imaginable from the central part of the United States. We are in Indianapolis. And lately we are getting a lot of honeybees because of some of the flowers in our yard, and we have a lot of clover in our yard. And we are seeing honeybees land on that fountain platform and drink. So I'm really enjoying this foray into shallow water gardening. It's proving to be a little bit of a challenge, but I think that's one of the things that I like about it. So anyway, there's a little update on some switching out of plants and so on our shallow container gardening on I think today is July the 10th, 2020. Have a great day, everybody.